What's up, everybody? Max Cavalera, Soulfly. You're watching SoundlinkTV. Stay metal. See you on the road.
All right, Trenton here with SoundlinkTV. We're here with Soulfly, man. Introduce yourself to our viewers in case they don't know you guys. A new fan come along and what you do in the band exactly.
Yeah, Max Cavalera, Soulfly. I sing and play 4-string guitar.
4-string guitar. All right, just 4 strings. All right, we're here in Greenville, Nile's hometown. It's their hometown show and stuff. So this is an awesome tour. Both bands have been around for a long time, same label and all that. So what's that been like? Sort of like a family tour kind of thing going on?
Amazing, man. You know, they're great guys, and it's such a good combination. I love when different styles match up on tour like this. I think that's the best because you get so much different variety of metal. You know, and like Nile is very different from what we do. You know, and a different approach. But we are both been doing this for a long time and have like a really strong fan base. And when you put both of those together, it's just a strong package. And the shows are being amazing. Like I love watching them every night, and then we go and do our thing. You know, and it's just awesome. I love the tour. I love the whole. They're super cool guys. The environment is just super friendly, and yeah, man. You know, it's kicking ass every night. It's amazing metal every night.
Okay. Yeah, amazing metal, awesome. Yeah, so you guys have been doing this for a while, like you said, and everything, and I believe you guys are working on some new music and stuff. So what's been keeping you guys going and all these years and stuff? You know, with all these different genres coming out, all these different bands coming through, like what's made you guys, keep trucking along and keep doing what you guys are doing?
Well, we love what we do, and we're not qualified to do anything else. You know, so it's the combination of that, you know. So it's man. I mean, there's a big reason for me at least. I get excited every night to see the metal fans and go nuts and sing every song.
For all these years, every night, so excited.
Oh man, it's crazy. Nervous too. I was first show. I was super nervous, man. I was like, it was stupid nervous. I was like, what's going on? Why am I so nervous? You know, it was a small show, but you know, we haven't played in a while, and but yeah, man, getting butterflies and stuff, but. I love doing it, and I love creating new stuff. We have a new record, Soulfly new records coming out in July. Mm-hmm. We haven't put a song yet on the set list, but we're working on it. You know, I think in a couple of days we're gonna be able to get a new song on the set. We finally got Mars, so we're playing it tonight. You know, from Prophecy, which has the flamenco jam, which I love it. So that's gonna be cool tonight. We get to do that tonight. Yeah, it's just I'm a metal fan. Before anything else, before being a band, being a legend, all this stuff, I'm a metalhead, metal fan, you know. So I like metal a lot, listen to metal all the time, and I know how the fans feel a lot when they come to the show. Even in stuff like the psychic of like, you hate your job, man, your boss suck, you know, and you come here and finally let it all out, man. Oh, yeah. Shit, Nile and Soulfly's playing. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go nuts, you know. That I understand that psychic, you know. It's great, you know.
But you love your job though, so yeah.
Yeah, I do love my job. Yeah. Yeah, it's not all glamour like people think. Yeah. There's a lot of grueling, you know. It's grueling for a lot of parts, but I wouldn't trade it for anything else. You know, we get to see great places and meet amazing people every night, and I'm just happy to meet the fans. And you know, we do meet and greets after the show, and I paint like those drum things for Zion to sell, and we get really good feedback. In fact, you know, before this tour started, we asked my son Zion, the drummer, put a post on Instagram asking what songs the people want to hear from Soulfly, and then we got like 1,000 comments, and from those is that how we base the set list that we're playing right now from what the fans wanted to hear, you know. So it's really a fan oriented set list.
That's what I was gonna, actually something I want to talk about is, bands such as yourselves and Nile, who got started way before the streaming, internet, all that, took off the downloads, and a lot of people now base sets off of what songs are good on Spotify, which have the most plays on Spotify. And so what I wanted to talk about is with this new album and everything too is going into this whole streaming era and stuff, especially with like iTunes, nixing digital downloads pretty soon and stuff. So for a veteran band like yourself, how do you guys continue to adapt and grow when you're releasing new music to this new age that didn't exist when you were, I guess, starting out the band and all that?
Well, it's kind of a adapt or die situation. You have to, it's just the times, man. Things change, but I mean, like the love for the music is the same as it was when I first started. I still get excited with listening to new bands, watching bands that I love. We just played the New England Metal Festival. So many great bands in one night. Nile was there, and oh shit, man, Misery Index, Dying Fetus, Morbid Angel headline. It was fucking great seeing them and talking to all of those dudes, and all those guys are awesome guys. And yeah, I mean, I go on Spotify and Bandcamp and find bands. That's how I found like stuff like Bozer and Dead in the Dirt and Jesus Peace. Some of the underground stuff I listen to. And so I think it's cool. I think it's and if you can interact with your fans like we do in Instagram with Zion, asking the fans what they want to hear. Gloria is really active on that. She does the Growing Up Green. She has contact all over the world with a lot of fans. We meet a lot of them on tour. I myself, I don't socialize much. I'm more of a caveman.
Right.
I don't even have a phone, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have an iPod, but not a phone.
At least you got an iPod. There you go. Yeah. So with this new album and stuff, what can fans expect from it? I've heard you talk about on other interviews and stuff that this is like you're proud of this. You're proud of, excited of this. You're super proud of this album. And so, what are you so proud of? What's your favorite elements of it? What can fans expect to hear, lyric wise and music wise, coming from Soulfly?
Tribal death thrash. That's what I'm excited about. It's like the culmination of those worlds colliding. Because I always been, kind of like some people look upon me to be kind of like some of the forefather inventor of the tribal stuff, in records like Chaos AD and Roots and Soulfly 1, but it kind of went dormant a little bit with Soulfly towards the last couple records. Has just been getting just heavier and heavier, and then I had the idea of going back and create a record and mix in a big way the tribal element again back into real heavy grooves, back with the death metal and thrash metal that we all love. So that's why the new Soulfly record to me is very exciting. Apart from working with Josh Wilbur, which was great producer, he did stuff with Gojira and Lamb of God and Killer Be Kill. It was really a big step. The sound of the record is phenomenal, and it was great working with Josh too. Like really step up, and it was cool because Josh made the record as a fan. This is the Soulfly record that he wanted to hear as a fan,
nice.
Which is cool. It's like that's a different approach for a producer.
Yeah.
A lot of times producers don't say that stuff like that or don't have to do that, but he did it as a fan.
So he was sort of like, this is what I want to hear from you guys, and this is what you guys are going to do, basically.
If I was a fan, this is the Soulfly record I want to hear, so that's what we did. But I'm very excited, man. It's like our 11th album, nice. It's commemorating 20 years from the first one.
Jeez, yeah.
Us and Nile, we both commemorate, Nile's got the Catacombs, which I asked Carl if they're going to play a lot more stuff from that, but they made a set list to kind of fit in with us, so they're playing different stuff from all their records, which is great. I think that's how it should be. They have so many great songs. But yeah, I'm very excited. I think it drops in July, and the record is it's like a tribal death thrash, like all the way, man. It's like full on, like there's no fillers. Every song means something. The lyrics is a little bit. Some of it's kind of spiritual. Some of it's like stuff that I wanted to sing about, like Cenobites. Like I did a little bit of reading about it, and even though it's from the Hellraiser movies, it's actually much older than that. It's from monks from like Greece and stuff like that. They used to like self-immolate themselves and stuff. So it's really cool, man. So we did a song about that. Um, there's a song about power in general. It's called Evil in Power, and it's about I don't know, like how kind of like how some people took advantage of power, like Hitler and stuff like that, you know, and did messed up stuff with it, you know. There's some stuff about there's a song about a murder that happened in Navajo land, tribal land in Arizona called Winslow, and this girl was killed by a cop, so we made a hardcore song about that. This is very heavy.
Wow.
And then there's a war song called Bite the Bullet that's inspired by the movie Patton, about General Patton. A lot of his quotes are really funny, like, we're going to grease the enemies, our tire of our tanks with enemies' entrails and shit, man, you know. The guy was hardcore. So we made a song with that kind of vibe, you know. It was really cool.
Brutal.
And then there's a song called Feedback, which is one of my favorite lyrics of the album, which is about life on the road.
Okay.
Talks about another tribe, another night, another winter, another tour. The second line is my favorite. It says, shithole venue smells like rot, which is not really the case of this. This is nice.
Yeah, this is pretty new. Yeah,
this place is nice.
Yeah,
It smells good. But it's other places I'm talking about. You know, that we clean and it smells death. You know, you go, oh, I got to play here tonight. Oh, God, help me. You know, so it's like, and it's cool, like Feedback's a cool name, you know. I love Feedback. I love the actual, just Feedback, you know.
Okay.
So it's like the closing of I got my son Igor to sing on it, so he sings for Lodi Kong.
Nice.
He did a really cool line, stage dive, no fucking glamour. Tonight's show, that's all that matters, you know. It's like it's all about the show and the tour, living this life that we live, you know. So it's great, you know. It's kind of like a mix between We Are the Road Crew and kind of like Whiplash a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Mix of those.
Okay, awesome. Well, man, record comes out in July and everything. You guys are on tour with Nile right now. Any last thing you want to plug before we close it out here?
No, man. I mean, we want to keep touring. We got Europe after this. I hope we can come back to America, do a Cavalera headline tour for our record came out last year, Psychosis. We had never even toured for that yet. So I got so many records out. It's like kind of hard to keep track, you know.
Yeah.
But we want to tour. Hopefully, make a cool package for that with some really cool young, exciting. But there's a lot of good metal out there right now, man. You know, Gay Creeper, Genocide Pact.
I'm sure Jesus Piece would love to hop on that.
Of course, man, it'd be great. Right? I love all those, you know, Pig Destroyer, all those guys, man. You know, so we'll see what happens. But I just want to be on the road. I hate home.
Okay.
I want to stay on the road the rest of my life.
All right, man. Well, thanks for talking to us today. I'm Trent with SoundlinkTV, hanging out with Soulfly. Thanks for watching, everybody.